Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hello, hi, how's everybody doing? Hopefully really well. I've gotten some stuff done as usual. Just thought I'd pop on and say hi. Glad you're here. Alright, I'll just make sure this is not rubbing up against there. Still getting used to having these fun gothic bats. Yes, they are gothic bats, I'll filigree. And they're just to keep my glasses on my head. But because I have a toddler, I quite often have to still put them on top of my head. And yeah, so it's kind of almost defeating the purpose, but they're kind of fun. It feels like I'm wearing long earrings that no one's pulling out of my ears. Because it's been a while since I could wear long earrings, so I'm getting a little fun out of that. So, I just have to weave in some ends and sew the arms together, and so we'll be done for tomorrow. I've had enough of that for today, and so I decided I'm going to start for myself, because I'm a selfish woman this way, with my Cardigan bit cake. And this color in particular, I believe, was boysenberry. Let me double check. I can't read that. Boysenberry. I have two of these. This is 100% acrylic. And we have 603 yards or 551 meters, which means I might have enough to do a hexi cardigan for myself. If not, I'm pretty sure I might have some other yarns that'll match up. So, I'm super excited to be working with this one. Got this one in January off a really, really good deal that this lady was throwing out there on Facebook Marketplace. I got so many really nice yarns for a really good price because she was doing some stash busting. And there's my end. And easy peasy. Oh, it starts with blue. Ooh, I love blue. So, I go like this. I like to start with a magic ring. I put my in through here, do a flip, and I'll pull through here. And that's pretty much secured as a magic ring. I usually turn them about there. A lot of people I've seen in the videos keep them on their fingers, and I find that this is way more comfortable for me. So I go 1, 2. Actually, no. I don't want to do that because I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go do my double crochet. 1, 2. And no, this is not a tutorial. This is just a little bit of how I start things, which is not always the same as everyone else. Now, a lot of people like to chain one between their clusters. I'm not a big fan of that, and quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of how I started this either. So, every other time I've started it with a chain of 3. So we got 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 more double crochets. Alrighty. So, first impressions on working with this yarn. It's fairly smooth. It's not as lively. Yeah, that's what I want to use. The lively as the macchiato. And it's definitely not as soft and fluffy as the baby cakes. It's not bad though. I don't mind the way it feels. It's quite smooth. Very smooth in the fingers, which is nice. Now, do I want to do a chain 1? Oh yeah, no, I'm doing 2. That's what I'm doing. 2. I gotta do the 2. I guess this is my beginning. I need to have 6 corners. So here I am, just thinking about something else, I guess. Off in my own little world. Now, I've only done 2 of these, and quite frankly, quite often, I don't remember how I start things, just because I get so involved in how they look. I'm going to pull this a little bit. That just gives it a nice little spot. 1 and 2. Okay, now I got it. I'm also a little tired. Tomorrow is the big day. Turkey with all the yummins. Really looking forward to that. I love a good turkey dinner. It's always been one of my favorites. Any excuse. We also have a turkey roast in my freezer for later on. However, with a turkey, if there's enough leftovers, I can make a wicked soup. And I really like turkey soup, so it's time-consuming boiling the bones and the carcass to get all of the nutrients out to get your broth. But man, it really, if you've never done it, it is so worth it. Do it with any roasted chicken you get, even the ones that you've come already roasted. You know, the ones the kind you eat in your car when nobody's looking, all alone. I believe that was from some show where a girl was really upset and she sat and ate a whole rotisserie chicken alone in her car while she cried. I can't remember what it was. It'll hit me at some point, but it just always made me laugh so hard because I was like, yeah, I'm not so big on the ice cream, but a rotisserie chicken from the supermarket, yeah, I'm in. Those things are good. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5, and I need 6 to make your hexagon. And I think they look really neat. I think this is a really fun pattern. I like the way it works up, and I like how I found it very calming to make the last 2, and so I want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to do a half double crochet, a 6. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is our shape. I haven't tightened it yet. So you're going to take the end here and you just give it a little tuggy. And keep tugging. I'm not going to go too crazy because it gets easier when you have a little more on it. So we chain 1 and your half double crochet in your first. And you do the 1, 2, and 3. And now in your corners, you're going to do 2 and 2, with 2 in the middle. So 3, 2, and then another cluster of 3 double crochets. So that's where it gets a little complicated. On a lot of the patterns I found for it, I found that a lot of people were, to get to the next row, they were either turning it and slip stitching into 3 or going forward but still slip stitching 3, and I didn't want to do that. I figured this is my favorite way of doing it. I don't know if it's correct or not, so please don't quote me. Maybe I'm doing something totally weird, but I haven't seen any of the other patterns doing it. And it still worked out really nice. It still folded properly, sat properly. I mean, the girls have been wearing their sweaters for the last couple weeks, at least a week, 2 weeks now, and they absolutely adore them. They look cozy. They look a little oversized and cozy, which I'm down for. I might make a pocket or 2 for mine because I have a phone to carry. But I see this being something I like to wear around. go. So now it's getting quite a bit bigger. Now these spaces in here is your middle pieces. So you're still going to continue on in your corners, right? But this is your middle bit to make it get bigger. Love this blue. This blue is very nice. I'm a big fan of blue. Almost all shades of blue just tickle my fancy. They are so pretty. So a lot of my stuff around the house is blue. I don't have a lot of blue clothing right now because everything that was blue that really I enjoyed wearing, I sort of don't fit right now. And I don't know if I'll ever fit them again. I might never get back to the same size that I used to be before I had the two girls. I was quite in shape. And I'm actually becoming very okay with the idea of just never being able to get back to it. I'm okay with that. I am at a certain age and I'm kind of getting a little more confidence. I have been finding some pretty nice things that fit me nice. Like tomorrow I want to wear my new bamboo pant set that has pockets. It has real pockets. I mean, I got this gorgeous Rainbow Bright shirt as a prize. I mean, that was pretty cool. How can you go wrong with that? And go over here and another set, and we are at the beginning again. I am using a number 5. That'd be my purple. Go 1 and 2. Go down there. I have a couple things to start. I do have to get on those granny squares. I just gave it a day or so. I just wanted to get this piece done. And being that it's my only granny square project at the moment, I figured I'd start this for myself. I'll probably get about 15 minutes in, basically however long this video goes, and I got a few other things I gotta work on. So that was a half double crochet to close it. Let's just double check that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how I did it, but on one of them I actually had 7 corners. So I try quite often to just make sure that I have what I need to have. Yeah. This doesn't feel too bad. The way it's running through these fingers, though, is a little bit chafy. This is just your middle triple double crochets. As in, there's 3 double crochets, not the triple, the big ones. And then we're back at a corner. So only the corners get the 2 chain stitches to create the corner. Always the 2. Just to give it that nice little bend that you're looking for. 1 chain on each side. Go and a little of this. So a sneak preview of a hexi cardigan done in a different stitch by Bago Day coming out. I may have to try it. I don't know yet. We'll see. I do have a soft spot for the granny square that I never did before. I do and I don't. It all depends on how the project works out. The bags I made, I love those. These Halloween ones are going to be really cool too. The shrugs turned out really interesting. And the hexi cardigans have been quite eye-catching, where a lot of people are noticing them. My mom's Calypso shawl gets a whole lot of people talking. It is very, very big and very, very beautiful. I'm glad it worked out and she's happy with it. She uses it often and that's what I was going for. And that's what she was hoping for. And I did the pattern pretty darn good for the most part. Maybe there's a knot or 2 that I should have done a little more to tuck away, but you know, you live and you learn. It's my first shawl. No, second. My mother-in-law got my first shawl. which I made out of 2 strands of dahlia tourmaline from Hobie. So it's very fine and very lightweight and just very, very delicate. Very, very pretty. It has like the antique rose, 2 shades gray, a white, and a bit of a stronger rosy antique-y color, but I quite liked it. I'd love to get some more. I have the rest of the ball, and I kind of put it in with my sheeples whirl, and I'm not sure if I like it or not, so I've put those in timeout while I'm still thinking. I don't know. I mean, I love the idea of the dress that I originally looked at, but I'm also looking at maybe it's not going to be something that I'm going to be comfortable wearing, so I probably will not end up making it. I thought about maybe making it into a 2-panel shirt, and I'm not too crazy about that either. I may have to just take it apart and look at a couple other options out there. I don't know yet. But it did not work out the way I wanted it to, so I'm a little disappointed. And I mean, that's going to happen occasionally. Not everything's going to work, and I'm okay with that. Oh, this is not a bad yarn at all. I probably would get a few more Caron cakes. Maybe that's what I'll do for my birthday and Christmas this year. Tell them to go get me some pretty colors. Maybe. We'll see. Last year, my mom got me a few things from Hobie, and that was absolutely wonderful. I love the mega balls, and I have at least 2 that I've set aside for a longer cardigan. 2 colors, so that is like almost 2,000 meters. So I should have enough. I don't see why I would not. And this one I'm definitely going to recount because I'm a little distracted, chatting away. Watching TV all night. Having a little bit of quiet time right now. Go like that. 1, 2, and 3. I don't feel any pressure to get this done, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's your little hexagon. And you can even at this size begin to see your shape that you're going for. So that is the beginning of your arm. I think they're so cute when they're like this size. It just amuses me. Anyways, I'm excited. Starting a new project, finishing old ones, and just playing with yarn I've never experienced. So I've never experienced this yarn before, and I'm excited to give it a whirl. And I got really excited. I got a couple more that I'm super excited to get my hands dirty, so to speak. Thank you for joining me here at all the crackers in the box. I hope you're having as much fun as I am, and I hope your projects are going just as good as mine are. See you soon. Bye.